Hey guys, I'm just Jershin, and welcome to the era of sitting. Yes, the era of standing came as quickly as it went. We are now sitting for obvious reasons that I'll explain over the course of this video. Hello, welcome. I've returned from my European excursion. Probably the best trip I've ever taken in my adult human life. Had a lot of fun, went to a lot of European destinations. Lots of the Netherlands, Belgium, really just London. We didn't explore much outside of London, and then Ireland. Mostly Dublin, but we also did some cool stuff up on the coastline. Super cool trip. I've only been out of the country one time prior. That was a work trip to Germany, and that was a nightmare. Horrible experience. I think I've talked about it before, and I don't really want to rehash it ever again. This one was great though. No creepy individuals. As you can see by the title of this video, I brought several things home from my European trip. I'm not just talking about souvenirs. I did bring several souvenirs home for the fam, as well as a bunch of foreign snacks to try, but I'm talking more well, hopefully they're not both lifelong. Hopefully one is, but we'll start with the bad news. The bad thing that I brought home, and that would be this stinky lollipop right here that you maybe see. I don't know if it's the quality's good enough for you to see this. This is what some in the business call a positive COVID test that I unfortunately took this morning. Flew out of Dublin Airport, landed in Chicago, got home super late this past Monday night, woke up next day feeling a little funky, not feeling great, hoping it was just allergies. We had some COVID tests lying around, so we took them. Maria and I, negative. Fantastic. Good, we don't have it. Except for the other person that we were traveling with, who also happened to feel kind of yucky the next day and took a COVID test, and it came back positive. And we were like, uh-oh, pretty sure we just did an 8-hour flight and a 6-hour drive with this person. So that's kind of strange that they got COVID and we did not get COVID. They must have went out partying Monday night. No, fortunately that wasn't the case. Wednesday rolls around. Take 2 more COVID tests, negative. Cool, we're in the clear. Except my symptoms are starting to get like real bad, and I'm starting to feel like I may pass. So we scheduled some PCR tests because we were just doing rapid tests at home. Scheduled some PCR tests just to be a little bit more accurate, and then we were supposed to take those today. Today's Thursday. We're gonna go take our PCR tests, and decided to do one more rapid test this morning just to be safe, and both came back positive. Maria and I both tested positive for COVID today. Super fun. She's asymptomatic, which is super cool for her. She's living the dream, just operating as usual. I feel like I was run over by several bumper cars. I'm feeling a little not great. Super congested, throat hurts like a mug, brain is just scrambled and fried. I had to go right back. We got home at like midnight on Monday, and then I had to work at like 9 a.m. the next day. First day was fine. The last 2 days my brain is like melting out of my eardrums. It's not been going very well. Not my finest work, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not just adjusting from the Dublin jet lag, but also because my head hurts like I've been shot Abraham Lincoln style. Probably not as severe as that, maybe. I'm also a big baby. I haven't been sick pretty much like the entirety of COVID due to masking and just not going out as much once COVID started, so I've put myself at less opportunities to get sick. So my immune system is probably like very not prepared for this, even though I am double vaxxed and boosted. At first I was like, oh, what the heck, they're not working. But then I was like, or maybe if I didn't get them, I would be dead right now. So you count your blessings while you got them, and you don't deal with hypotheticals. Tummy troubles, I won't go into details on those. It's yucky. All I'll tell you, bones hurt. I can like feel my bones in my body, and every time they move, I feel them grinding up against each other. What I'm telling you, and what I'm hoping this PSA will say, is even if you are vaxxed and boosted, and if you're not, you should be. You should go get that done. And even if you are, don't not take COVID seriously. We were over there, and a couple days before we were scheduled to come back, the Biden administration announced that they were going to end the need to post a negative test before coming back to the States, and we were like, oh sweet, all right, masks off, it's party time, last couple days in Ireland gonna slap. And then we all got it. So you gotta take it seriously. It's still out there. I hate that it is. It's been 2.5 years and I feel like I'm in a never-ending hexscape, but I've gone 2.5 years without getting it up to this point. So to go that long and only be getting it for the first time now feels pretty good. And I can tell you that I'm gonna do everything in my power to never get it again after this because this sucks. I do also have some delectable chicken soup. I don't know if you can see that, but mac it on that. Chicken soup, Dayquil, fruit smoothies. It's all delicious and trying to heal my body. I'm on day 3 of symptoms, progressively worse every day. I think usually they last about a week or so, so I'm hoping this is the peak and then it goes down from here. Otherwise, this may be my final transmission and I love you all. Okay, so that's the first thing I brought back. And I'm actually not even, look, Europe was amazing. I was prepared to come back from Europe like a changed man. I was gonna start eating right, exercise, experiencing different cultures and getting away out of America for a little bit, but also just like, not being on my phone a ton and TikTok. Now, I've been back and I'm just scrolling through TikTok and every other TikTok is like, gas is $50, we're entering a recession, hyperinflation, market's gonna crash. It's just like doom and gloom every day. When over there, I was just like, oh, bread. I'm gonna eat this bread. Whereas in America, it's like, I'm gonna lose this bread. So, don't like it here nearly as much. Much less low-key. But I was feeling so calm and chilled and refreshed and motivated after that trip that when I got home, I was ready to make a bunch of changes. And also, by the way, we had Reese coming in. You may know him as Yeti Hype. He was going to be coming in to visit. 2 days after we got home, his plane was supposed to land. And then we all got COVID. So now that he's here, staying with one of our friends who doesn't have COVID, he might have been in this update video if we didn't get this. So sorry about that. Yeah, that threw a wrench into things. So we're figuring it out. He's here for 2 weeks. The first week is basically just going to be Maria and I quarantining. And then next week, we're going to try to shove everything into it. So that's fun. Speaking of Maria, let's talk about, so my first thing I brought home from Europe, not super exciting. And I'm not even going to blame Europe. It's probable that we got it based on when the symptoms started showing up. We probably got it on that final travel day. However, we don't know if we got it on the bus ride to the airport, in the airport itself, which was just stacked with people. So that's probably where it happened. On the plane could have happened. One person on the plane with COVID infects the whole plane, possibly. In Chicago airport on the way home. Those are pretty much the only opportunities, but I'm gonna, like, for the sake of my trip, I'm gonna go ahead and blame Chicago because it's in the United States and I hate it here. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Chicago for giving me COVID. I don't think Ireland did anything wrong. In fact, Ireland did something very, very right. Ireland allotted me the opportunity to, after nearly 7 years, something I should have done a long time ago, I finally popped the question to Maria while we were in Ireland that's the second thing I brought back from Ireland. This one's good. First one, COVID. Second one, fiance. That's pretty exciting, right? Final day of our trip, we took a bus tour around Northern Ireland, the coastline specifically, to the Giant's Causeway. Set up my GoPro there I tricked Maria and told her I was going to be taking a picture, but I was actually taking a video, and then that's where I decided to surprise her. It was perfect. I botched it a little bit. I'm thinking about doing like a Sports Center style play-by-play breakdown, since I have the video evidence of my poor proposal form, but it was perfect. Long overdue, should have done it a long time ago, but couldn't have thought of a better place or time to do it, and very excited about that one. Not so excited about the COVID. I was more excited about the second one when we got home and we were like, time to start the rest of our lives together. Oops, I'm dying maybe. Just kidding. I'm probably not. I'm also a big baby, like I said. I think I'm a big baby when I'm sick. But yes, Maria and I are engaged now. Very exciting. Don't have any deets, wedding, none of that. No idea. Gonna go ahead and play out this whole recession and or potential next Great Depression that some people are saying might happen over the course of the next couple of weeks. Gonna let that go ahead and play out first, and then we'll, figure out if it's really worth dropping all that money. Or maybe it'll crash and weddings will be like $10. That's like my dream. Not really. I would prefer if the economy did not crash. But I have no deets for you from that regard. I just want to let you guys know that it happened, and that's pretty cool in my personal opinion. I don't have her. She has a ring. I don't know. Wherever she is, she has a ring. I do not have a ring. I don't like jewelry. I don't like the way it feels on my body. Rings, necklaces, all of the above. And I don't remember if you guys remember, a couple years ago, Jimmy Fallon fell down in his kitchen and his wedding ring got caught in a drawer and almost ripped his whole finger off. Not into it. The logistics of it. I think they look cool, just not for me personally, logistically. So I've always been a, oh, it's this hand, oopsies. I've always been a tattoo, if and when I ever got married, I always said I was gonna get it tattooed. So I don't have anything yet, but we will, when the date gets closer, I'll get something tattooed there, which is exciting. Don't know what it's gonna be yet, got a couple ideas percolating. Just wanna let you guys know though. All right, my throat hurts real bad. I just wanna let you guys know that I'm back. I know I said when I got back, content was gonna start. I didn't know that I was gonna be nearly crossing the Rainbow Bridge within 3 days of getting home. Let's just go ahead and say that's gonna be put on hold until my body learns to function again. Once it does, like I said, I came back so excited about all the potential content things I could do. This is gonna push it back a little bit, but hopefully soon. Well, I'll let you know when I'm feeling better. But yeah, mostly want to make this video as a PSA. Wear your mask, be careful out there. It's COVID's still here. I hate it. Get vaxxed if you're not. And also, I'm getting married, so that's very exciting. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon.